Hello everyone, what's up? I'm back again, and today I'm going to talk about the movie I saw like a couple days ago. It's a new movie on Amazon. Pretty good. It is The Samaritan, or just Samaritan. So first, we're going to go down to our little rating scale. So we're going to go with how the movie was made. So it is, in a sense, a superhero movie, but it has a lot less CGI than like a Marvel or DC movie, because there's not like flashing lights or superpowers being shot out or anything like that, because his power is basically strength and healing himself. So there isn't much of like CGI, and I think it made the movie a lot better that it didn't have a ton of CGI. It didn't have a ton of like magic or anything like that. I think it actually added to like the movie's not believability but realism. So it made the movie more engulfing, like it pulled you in a little bit more, because generally when you're watching like Marvel movies and DC movies and stuff, or most superhero movies, like it pulls you in a little, but it doesn't pull you in that much, because there's still the fact that this person is flying, this person is shooting lasers out of their eyes, this person just summoned a giant storm. Like it pulls you out of the realism and it makes it entertaining, but it doesn't pull you into the movie, and you generally don't relate at all to movies like that, because like, yeah, everyone's like, Marvel movies are relatable. No, they're not. Nobody relates to a Marvel movie. They're fun to watch. That's it. They're not relatable at all. But this movie was pretty relatable from the fact that there wasn't a lot of CGI. Another thing was, it's not a kids movie. It's more of a dark movie. It's kind of like the Batman Begins type of movie. So it's pretty dark. It has like a message to it and stuff like that, but like it gives you a dark, gritty feeling, because like the entire movie from start to finish, almost every scene in the movie is either filmed at night, in overcast, or it's raining. Like there's no bright sunny scenes in the movie, so like you don't get a time to like escape the feeling of being dark, a feeling of being a little bit trapped. The entire movie you're just like, things are a little run down. The whole movie, all the sets look run down, so like everything looks like it's a little bit dark and gritty. It's kind of like, it gives you kind of like that Joker feeling without the like ambience, I guess, from Joker, because Joker had that whole it's a new world feeling in some of those scenes, but this one, like, it gives you none of that. It's all like, no, this is a Dredge movie. These people are in a horrible situation. It's raining all the time. It's dark all the time. Nothing good ever happens in this universe. Nothing ever happens good in this universe. And it like really pulls you in when it does stuff like that. When like the movie is filmed like that, it actually pulls you in quite a bit, because they're not using a lot of CGI, but they're using like the environment, they're using like being darker and things like that, lighting and whatsoever, to make the movie have a specific feeling. So on that part, I give it about like 5 stars on that, because it was really good how it was made. So it actually pulled you in pretty well, and it helped tell the story also. The second part is basically the movie itself, like the storyline behind the movie itself, whether or not it was predictable and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say it was not predictable, because I'm not gonna ruin it, but like the entire movie I was thinking one thing, and like right at the end everything just turned upside down. I'm like, yo, that was not what I was thinking this whole movie. I thought something bad, but this is not even bad. Like, you think something bad and horrible happens to this guy this whole movie, and then you're like, this is not what I expected to be happening. This is the exact opposite of what I expected actually happened. So it was actually pretty good and pretty surprising, because that doesn't happen very much when I watch movies, because usually I can figure out like almost the entire plot of a movie about 10 minutes in. Like about 10 minutes in, I'm like, I already know how this is gonna end. I already figured most of the plot out. So usually I watch movies for entertainment and the storyline. So like, whenever I find a movie that has like a really good story and it wasn't something I could have predicted, or wasn't an ending that I saw coming 100 miles away, it's really enjoyable, and like it keeps me like off a little. But like, I think about that movie quite a lot. Like, I've been thinking about that movie for like 2 days now, and it's still a good movie. Like, I can't really find much fault in the storyline. Yeah, the storyline's a bit slow moving, and it's like some of the stuff is put in the storyline to just be cliche, but at the same time, like when you get to the end of the movie and you're like, when you get drawn to the very end and the twist and turn of the movie happens, you like think back after the movie is finished, because I thought this after, like the next day I was like, oh, so that's why all this stuff was in the movie the way it was, like all the little cliche things and like the stuff that kept on happening there, like, oh, I mean, that's a cliche and it's kind of like, it's overdone, and you're like, yeah, this didn't actually mean the cliche, this was actually leading up to this complete plot twist, and you're like, oh wow, that makes a lot more sense now. And now it doesn't seem like it was just some random thing they threw in to be overused, and you're just like, oh wow, yeah, of course he does that, of course he has that, because that's why they all have that, and you're like, oh yeah, no, he didn't have that because of what you thought. It's the exact opposite of what you thought. So it made the movie pretty fun. It makes the movie pretty good when you think about just the story alone. The enjoyment that came from the story, it's like, it's okay, but like the plot twist and everything, the story was great, and it did leave a lasting effect. I mean, some of the lines in the movie was kind of like like that whole superhero moment they had in the movie, kind of like in Spider-Man where his granddad goes, with great power comes great responsibility. They had a moment like that, and their moment was completely trashed because they just went, yes, there's good and evil in everybody, and you're like, yeah, but that's not profound. Everybody knows that. That's something that people have been saying forever. Like, you didn't even add anything to it. It's just because everybody has good and evil. It's just because everybody has good and evil, and I was literally waiting for him to say something else after that to make it profound. But that was it. That was his whole profound moment. I was like, that kind of failed on delivery. So that was, I mean, I think they were trying to do it as a joke, but it failed completely as a joke. Like, the delivery was horrible. The scene that it happened in was not appropriate for joke, because everything is literally burning down. Like, I don't mean like, oh, it might be, no, like they were in a burning building. So like that failed for setup and everything for a joke. So I was like, this can't be a joke, but at the same time I'm like, it kind of seems like they put it in for like a little comedic relief, but it's like, you didn't put comedic relief in the rest of the movie. There's no need to start like literally less than 10 minutes before the end of the movie. There's no need to start with your comedic relief now. And also felt they put it in kind of like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the great moment that changes everything. Everybody has good and evil. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, duh. Everybody has good and evil. It's up to you to choose. Yeah, that is literally everyone's plot. Like, that's not a plot that's gonna be like, oh my god, that's so thought profound. It's like, no. You say that to the Joker, even, because I'm like, you can say that to the Joker and they'll be like, yeah, I know everybody has good and evil, that's why I'm bad. So it wasn't like one of those profound moments, because like it goes either way pretty easily. You can be like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna choose good, or it's like, oh yeah, so that's why I'm evil though. So like that one kind of landed horribly. There's a couple moments in the movie like that kind of landed horribly. And it was just like, kind of funny. I mean, I know you didn't intend this to be funny. He saves the kid and he's like, no, I didn't. And it's like, the kid wasn't, there wasn't like that whole follow-up with like, no, don't tell anybody I saved you. You saw somebody else. Like, seriously, you saw somebody else. And the kid just kind of like, no, I didn't. So it's kind of like, oh, yeah, well, there was no real... There's no funny moment there, and there's no like the moment that you would expect there to be like, oh yeah, hush hush, I'm gonna go really quick and be out of this. Nah, like none of that actually happened. So it's kind of like that part of the story was a little bit lacking, but the overall story was actually really good. So like it's like a 4 out of like 5 for the story wise and how they told it, because they had a bunch of moments where it was just like completely like over the head, but the story still was like a very compelling story. Now, watchability, I think it would be worth rewatching at some point eventually, because it was a good movie. Do I recommend other people watch it? Yeah, I do actually, because it's a fun movie, and like, it's not like Marvel movies where it's just like poo 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 poo, bang bang bang, explosions, flashy lights, colors. It's like, no, it's actually a movie where you're like sitting there, you get pulled in, like you get pulled in real hard with this movie, and you're just like, oh my god. And when it drops that twist at the end, you're just like, I hate you all because you lied to me. Yeah, cause I kind of felt like that. I was kind of like, I hate you so much. I hate all of you because you lied, and I fell for it. I didn't even think I would fall for this, but I fell for it, and you lied to me. But it was still a fun movie because I was like, you know what? That was great though, because like, you guys did that and you made that work without being so obvious about what you were trying to do that everyone will figure it out. I recommend, if you want to watch a movie, you should watch a movie. It is not a kid's movie, by the way. It is not, because like, there is no hero moment where he saves everybody. There is a hero moment, but he does not save everyone. He kills most of the people. Like, I'm gonna just tell you this, he straight up murks everybody in his path. Like, no joke. Like, there's no, oh no, he punched him. No, he punched one of the dudes through like 4 walls and then shot him. Not even like with a gun, like he didn't walk up and shoot him. No, he punched him through the wall, and then the person shooting at him, he pushed him to shoot the guy and then threw him into him. Even used the guy as a body shield while they were shooting at him, and he got shot. And this guy's not wearing a bulletproof vest, he's just wearing a hoodie. So yeah, this was not the whole, oh, superhero, they're gonna save everyone. No, he straight up murks everybody when he gets pissed off at the end, trying to save the one kid. He like goes through an entire gang. Yeah, they're gangs, but still, he doesn't try to arrest them. He just kills everybody and lets the building they're in burn down. So like, not a kid's movie, not for like the whole, we're gonna be super justice. No, this is not even a vigilante style movie like Batman, where he's like, I'm gonna save the thing, but I'll hurt you really badly, but no one's gonna die. No, this dude is just like, no, you got in my way, I'm gonna just kill you and keep it moving. So yeah, as far as it goes, it's a good movie. It's not a kid's movie, but it's a really good movie. Like, this is like Deadpool level kind of movie. It's like a superhero movie, but it's not meant for kids. But it was a good movie. It was not like the whole happy-go-lucky fun type of movie like Deadpool, but it was like the heart-wrenching kind of drama movie that you're just like, oh man, this is a good movie. It made me think about some stuff. I mean, not too seriously, but I still thought about some stuff from this movie. I was like, yeah, everybody does have good in them, and it is a good movie to push. It did push the, you should be better and you should be good, even if you like were bad at one point in your life. But at the same time, you're like, push that whole, once you're bad, there's not much to come back from, because you will still be bad at core, because he still murked everybody in that movie. He still just like went all out on those bad guys. Like, just not arrest, he's not arresting him, he just murked him. Like, even at the scene where you're like, oh, he just beat up the bad guy, and you're just like, oh, there's gonna be a redemption story. He wraps the thing around him. He's like, oh my god, he's gonna hand him over to police. Nope, he throws the guy in a fire pit. No, and like, that's not a superhero movie. That's a straight up murk movie. This is Punisher style movie, actually, because he straight up just took the guy and threw him in the fire and kept it moving. I was like, now that I didn't see coming either, because I kind of expected him to like kind of teach a little lesson there, but no, he's just like, nope, straight up over. I'm done with this nonsense. All of this is over now. So like, it's a good movie. It has a dark and gritty feeling. It was good to watch. It was very pulling. It wasn't like entertaining. It wasn't the whole fun watching scene, but it was like, it got me staring at this movie the whole time. Like, I couldn't like really just walk. I didn't want to walk away the whole time. I was like, I need to finish this movie. It's good. So, but it is kind of like the Punisher level movie. So like, it's not a like kids movie. It's not the family night movie, but it is a good movie to watch. Anyway, I would give that like a 5 on that level, because like, I really liked the movie. It was really good. So like, overall, this movie is like a 4.5 out of 5. So it's very good. It's very watchable. If you're gonna watch a movie and you're gonna if you're not gonna watch a movie with kids or anything like that, and you want a good movie to watch, you probably should watch this movie. It is a good time, and I'm pretty sure you will like it. As long as you like the more a little bit action movies and a little bit drama at the same time, you'll like this movie. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. And enjoy the rest of your day.